Watson on first down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Come on, let's go!
To throw on second is Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On second down, here's Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First and 10. Watson caught here by Griffin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He's at the 50, the 40. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here's Watson now on second down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Room to run past midfield. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Here we go! Ohio!
Halfback sent in motion. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Mixon. Bust through the tackle. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now Carpenter to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, right side, caught Fedorowicz. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this fourth possession. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Got some room at the 30, and he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dan Williams able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And now out comes Houston. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now it's Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on! 56. Mike, 56 right there. Right Ohio! There. Ohio! Flex round!
Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. We haven't even game and escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Wilson, the tight end, goes in motion. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. And the D looking like they may blitz.
85.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Watson. Underneath for Miller. And now running right through it. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Faking the give. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ross on the return. have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
It's a three-man line, okay? So just play a three-man. Watch the hot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Floating one, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So 2nd and 10 here. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Defense showing blitz.
Strong right. Set. Watch the hot. Set. Three. Now this is three-man line. Orange. Set. 140. 140.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Back round. Back round. Back round. Back round. Ohio. Ohio. He's coming. He's coming.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a play fake here on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Dan Carpenter. His career long is 60 yards, so he's got a big leg. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Rams are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Cardinals, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like